So happy to see all of you here today. We know that there are many worthy charities here in Naples, and certainly enough fashion shows, right? How many of you got to more than one fashion show? Well, let me tell you, Milan, Paris, London, all these wonderful fashion capitals of the world have nothing on Naples. We have fashion, we don't have fashion week, we have fashion months. This is quite a mile-marking occasion for us, 25 years here in Naples, because of all of you and the support that you give us. As always, we give glory to God and praise Him for the great and mighty work He does for us at Sunlight Home. This little baby was asking God, he said, "They tell me you're sending me to Earth tomorrow, but how am I going to live? They're being so small and helpless." And God said, "Your angel will be waiting for you and will take care of you." The baby asked, "Who will protect me?" God said, "Your angel will defend you, even if it means risking her life." The baby said, "God, please tell me my angel's name." And God said, "You will simply call her Mommy." We are here today to celebrate those wonderful, courageous mothers who chose life for their babies. It's an incredible experience to work with these women who made that decision, even in the face of adversity, to give their babies life. And we want to thank all of you for supporting this ministry for 25 years with your time and your prayers and your treasures. You can't even begin to know how much you've touched the lives of all these beautiful mothers and their babies. And we've done it without one penny of government funding. So give yourselves a hand. We have a wonderful afternoon planned for you, a beautiful meal and beautiful fashions, and you'll have a chance to meet some of our current and former residents. We'd like to give special thanks to our generous sponsors who helped underwrite the cost of today's event. Our special radio sponsor, Relevant Radio, all of the advertisers in the program, the individuals and local businesses that donated all of the wonderful auction items that you've been seeing out there. And we ask that you please support these businesses who generously donate and continue to donate to us here at Sunlight Home. How many of you are here for the first time? Wow, how wonderful. Well, we're going to give you a real treat today because we've produced a special video which tells the story of Sunlight Home, what we'll look at in just a moment. But first, I'd like to thank all our volunteers, especially Chris Kugler and her group from the Capri Christian Church. They not only donate many beautiful baskets, but they're the team that's manning that silent auction and working tirelessly. Trust me, it's a big job. I'd like to introduce to you our board members. So when I say your name, would you please stand? Dolores Sire-Sullivan, Vice President. Dolores has been on the board of Sunlight Home for 25 years, and she also is the chair of today's event. Sandy Chansey, our recording secretary. Barbara Callaghan, our treasurer, and the head of the auction team out there. Eileen Brown. Rosemary Erickson, who is a founding member and the second president of Sunlight Home and remained that for 17 years. Patricia O'Brien. Judy Sauer. Anna Snyder. Anna's in charge of our credit card angels. And our newest board member, Grace Rocco. On our advisory board, we have Sherry Connor, who is in charge of getting all the auction items. Debbie Graham. Debbie is also a founding member and the first president of Sunlight Home. I'd like to also thank our media partner, Pastor Chuck Reich of Horizon Media. He's over there in the corner. He has a wonderful ministry. He helps other nonprofit ministries to utilize media in getting their message out. And he produced the film you're going to see, and is also filming today's event. How many of you use Amazon to shop? The whole room, right? I think I'm single-handedly keeping that company in business. If you go and register your account with Amazon Smile, that is their charity facility. And there's in the program, there's instructions how to do it. You just link your accounts together. All the purchases that you make there, they will donate 0.5% to Sunlight Home. And with a lot of people shopping, it can certainly add up. And we'd like if you'd consider doing that. So let's get this party started. Where's Father Orsi? Oh! Oh my gosh! Unbelievable. Sneaks up on you like that, this guy. Father Orsi is going to lead us in prayer before our meal.
I did exactly what Miss Carol told me to do, to sit there. I'm a good boy. Sometimes. One other thing, if I win the boat, I am donating it back. I don't know what I would do with the boat, but it's yours. If I win, it's yours. I'm very happy to be here again today. I don't know how many times I've had the privilege of doing this. I have a special place in my heart for Sunlight Home. We have these beautiful ladies come, they're pregnant, they're scared, and they go to a place where there is sunlight, God's light, and they bring into the world beautiful babies. We hear such terrible things today about what's happening to babies. We've heard about the horror stories up in New York, and other states are following suit. It doesn't have to happen. It never has to happen. There are Sunlight Homes everywhere. Mother Teresa, I think, was the original Sunlight Home. Mother Teresa said, if you don't want your baby, give the baby a baby. Give the baby a baby. I'm making that same promise. If you bring the baby to Sunlight Home, I'll do everything I can to help make that experience a wholesome one, a healthy one, and a very beautiful experience for the mother and for the child. Nothing speaks better about God than to see the faces of God's children. So, I bring up Grace. Want to bring Grace up here? Yes, you bring Grace up. Come on. Yeah, little Grace. You bring little Grace up. And I'm going to disturb my friend Noah. He's eating, but you can bring the bread up, but bring Noah up too, okay? And Noah's little sister is coming again. We know each other. You come around this way. Come on, we'll help you up. You ever want to meet God? There you are, made in God's image and in God's likeness. So now we're going to pray, right, buddy? Yes, we're going to pray. First pray for the wonderful board at Sunlight Home, that they keep up all their good work. God bless them. And for the staff, Miss Carol and Miss Linda. Okay, here's Mommy. How about Grace? All right, so Grace is eating well. Okay, here we go. Now we have Grace. Beautiful, huh? We pray for Miss Carol and Miss Linda. Pray for all those generous contributors that make Sunlight Home possible to do God's work. And for all of you wonderful people here today, we pray for you and ask God's blessings upon you. We pray for all the mommies and the babies, and some of the daddies too, that God will bless them for the beautiful work that they've done in bringing God's image into the world and make it more radiant at Sunlight Home. Now it's time to thank God for the food. Now watch me do this one. God is great, God is good, thank you for our food. Amen.
But you made it, and everybody will give you a sip of their wine.
Beautiful mothers and their children. How can you not love that? I had a priest that came one time to do an invocation for us, and he said, you know, looking into the face of a baby is like looking in the face of God. Perfect, innocent, and perfectly precious in His sight. Right now, I'd like you to turn your attention to the screen, because we are now going to have a video that we produced especially for our 25th anniversary, and you can now see the history and the story of Sunlight Home.
I was in a relationship with her dad, and I just wasn't happy. I wasn't living my life like like the Lord wanted me to.
I was 17 and I was pregnant. I was in a relationship, and it was not a good one. It was abusive. The boyfriend I had at the time was like, well, I can't help you. You just have to find somewhere to live. Only I can stay at my mom's house.
I was doing drugs, and I found out I was pregnant with her, and I was living out of hotels, and my mom said, I found out about this place called Sunlight Home.
Like, at that point, I just had it. I was just like, what am I supposed to do? And I called, and Linda answered, and she was the new director now, and talked to see how, the program works. She told me about it, so I agreed to come. And that was about almost 18 years ago.
Yeah, so I packed my bags and got on the Greyhound bus and left that life behind, and never looked back.
The heartbeat of Sunlight Home is to help each woman understand her value and what she has to give the world. Through her pregnancy, it slows her down. She's able to come to a new place and understand what needs to happen for her child and herself.
They come in here, they have no hope, they're homeless, a lot of them have been abused, some have come from human trafficking, some have drug abuse problems, and their families have deserted them in their greatest hour of need, and they're like at rock bottom. They have nowhere to turn. So we're there to welcome them to come in.
So each one of the girls comes in with their own unique story, and that unique story we just take from right there, and then we go and we try to help her decide on what she wants to do.
And I've always believed in their mission, and Linda is such a good example of how she helps these girls, gives them structure, which I think a lot of them need, and it just gives them family. I think that's the thing that they really need.
They're saving lives and helping these young women get back on track with their life. The heartbeat is not only that, but just everybody that comes together to make this a success.
And that's our goal. Lives changed, not just a place to stay. That's very important. You know, they are broken and they need a place to stay and a safe place. And people are amazed that this is a home and not an institution, and it truly is. This is a home.
And in process of starting the home, you know, we were told it wasn't needed. We were told we wouldn't succeed. And yet these women are a testimony to the need, and that God has brought us through no matter what the financial situation was.
It's just really saving one life at a time. The wonderful thing about Sunlight is you're really saving 2 lives. You're creating a future for the baby and also for the mom. And there's just so much going on in the world today. It's just a wonderful place.
Sunlight Home is about human life. It's about human beings, as President Trump said, being made in God's image and likeness from conception until natural death. The community at Sunlight Home, you can always rely on prayer. You can always rely on good advice. You can always rely on the support of people who love you because they know God, and God is love. And so Sunlight Home is about love.
I honestly love these girls. I understand them, having been a single mother myself. I understand that they can't do it alone. They need help, and that God created us to be a family, you know, and they don't have a family. So they, you know, when they have a baby now, they have a little family. So we try to be their family.
It's a Christian ministry. It's non-denominational, so it's all faiths. And we want to try to help girls spiritually and emotionally and financially get on their feet so they can have a better life for themselves and their children.
We come alongside them through love and prayer, provide them with their basic needs, but it's so much more, a lot of nurturing and you know, encouragement.
Of course, we want God to be the center of her life, and we want her to finish her education. We want her to realize what it's like to have a baby and how her body is changing. We want her to have life skills on how to work a budget.
It's just a remarkable change that you see take place in these girls from the start walking in that door until they walk out with their new babies, all their gear that they need to start a new life, and their ability to maintain themselves.
Linda helps them get their GED. She will help them to find a job. She takes them shopping for clothes. I mean, she does all these wonderful things above and beyond to help these girls kind of get their life back on track and where it needs to be, so they can not only care for themselves, but more importantly, care for the child that they're trying to raise.
And it operates as a home. They work together, they take turns making the dinners, they help clean up, we help them with education, with jobs. Our residents are working. We want them to be productive residents such that they work jobs not dependent upon the government, but dependent upon themselves.
Well, Sunlight Home's mission has always been to bring to bear every resource that we could to allow a young mom to be able to choose life for her baby. So having the home here, having the structured environment, showing the woman that she can do this with our help was what it was all about.
And without these people, I definitely wouldn't have made it this far in my journey to freedom.
Really, the bottom line is your heart goes out to this organization and goes out to the girls, goes out to Linda, and it just motivates you to want to come in and help in some way. And for us guys, you know, we get out and put a shovel in our hands and go at it and try to make things better here. We added on the transition program, the transition area, and also the playground area for the children, and also for an area outside for the ladies just to relax and enjoy nature and feel the presence of the Lord.
Well, we always need lots of prayers. God has been very good to Sunlight Home, and we need Plenty of prayers for the girls to, you know, keep them on the right track and everything.
There are a lot of ways you can volunteer here. And some people have children, they've outgrown their clothes, their baby clothes. They donate them here. Linda said they have an amazing number of donations that way.
So many things you can do. You can donate diapers, you can donate food, you can donate money. Sunlight doesn't exist on government money. Sunlight exists on only donations from people who care.
I run girls to doctor's appointments, take them to job interviews, take them to their jobs sometimes, to the daycare, clean, whatever comes up. You know, it's one of those jobs you just do whatever comes up.
We are completely funded by voluntary contributions, and so funding is needed. To be able to do the things we do, we want to provide that education, all the features. We have dental expenses and all sorts of things that these young ladies need.
You know, when you look at it, that we're really stewards for the Lord, and everything He's given us really belongs to Him. And He looks to us to take care of what He's given. And I just think it's so important that you can give of your time, of your resources, of your love, of your prayers to help an organization like this.
Amen.
So grateful for everybody that invest in this program, these two programs, the Ray of Hope program and the Transition to Hope, because it's life-changing for every mom that comes through that door, and for their children who have lived in this wonderful place to understand how they're cared about and how people love them way beyond whatever they've learned or experienced.
Each woman who's come here, whether it's one day or 2 years, you know, has just blessed me and strengthened my faith. And so I would just encourage people to volunteer and come and visit us and see, and you'll see with your eyes, you know, what miracles can happen in these women's lives and in our lives.
Sunlight, what a beautiful name, because it is sunlight. It's God's light, shining sometimes in the darkest of places, and once the light is there, we see the beauty. And that's what Sunlight Home is all about. It's God's beauty being made manifest.
Caught me by surprise. I should have already been up here. But we're so glad each one of you came today. We're so thrilled for you to be able to celebrate 25 years of life saved and changed. And as you can see on this video, it's pretty amazing. I'm going to invite Sandra and her two kids up here. Gio, if you could come help us, that would be great. And I'm going to invite Laura. And I'm going to invite Erin and her son, AJ, to come, please. Looks like Serenity's taken an opposite direction. She has a mind of her own. If you saw her decorating the house, she's pretty adorable. So while they're coming up, I'm going to start at the 17 years ago, okay? So I came to Sunlight Home 17 years ago. This is actually one of the very first girls I worked with. And I'm so thrilled she is here today, because what a blessing that she's still involved with Sunlight Home. She comes and volunteers sometimes. And so we're very, very happy to have her today. This is Erin and her son, AJ. Now, back in the day, I used to babysit. I used to babysit for the babies, and I used to take care of AJ because Erin was going to school in the morning, working a job in the afternoon, and going to school at night. So I would drive AJ all over the place with all the girls in the car. I had an old police car, so that it was hilarious, and he loved it. And they said he's crying, so I would sing, and he would stop crying, and then they would cry. I cannot sing. So it's so awesome to see him being a man. So close, right? And Erin, can you tell everybody what the best thing that happened, and the hardest thing that happened.
All right, the hardest thing that happened was I had to change. And, you know, when you come there, you're living your life a certain way, definitely not living for God at all. The best thing that happened, that's where I found Jesus, is in that home. I had to go to church every week, and I was rebellious, but I did it. And that's the best thing, I have to say, because from there, I was able to be successful in anything else that I did, and raising the kids. So.
And actually, you're going to nursing school.
I'm in nursing school. I just started in January. Yes. I have AJ is my second oldest. I have an older one than him. So 4 girls and 1 boy. And a few years ago we ended up on our own, but we're making it. We're doing it. We're together. We have each other. And single parenting is a hard journey. I didn't expect it would happen again, but it did, and that's okay. We're doing really good now, and God provides everything we need. We've never gone without.
So you can see 17 years, and these people are being progressive and having a wonderful life. There's ups and downs in life, isn't there? Nothing's smooth sailing. So we're very happy that you came today. Thank you. And now we're going to bring up Laura. And Laura was with us about 4 years ago, so she's going to tell you a little bit about, actually Laura came in, I don't know, some of you might remember, she actually ran a business while she lived at Sunlight Home. So we're really excited about that because that is something that helped her progress after her baby's born. So what was the greatest thing that happened to you at Sunlight?
This is the first time I've really been kind of back, and I think I realized it's taken me a little bit of time to heal. But I look at my life today, and I just want to share with you a text that I got. I placed my daughter for open adoption, and it's very open, so I get to visit her, and she she knows my mom and dad as grandma and grandpa, and they were going to come here today, but it fell through with babysitting. But this is the text. I said, thank you, I know you tried so hard and I appreciate it. We are a testimony to a beautiful adoption story. And she said, absolutely, a beautiful story. We feel so blessed to be a part. I feel like we were the ones adopted by the scarce family. So, I think that just to me says it all. Like that's what I have been able to have because I came to Sunlight Home and was shown a different option that has turned out really beautifully. So thank you.
Laura, what was the hardest part of being at the home?
I guess the hardest, I don't know, when I look back, I really loved my time there. I think that, like, the hardest was leaving and then not having as much support as I had gotten. Yeah, I'd have to say that.
Well, at the time, we didn't have the transition to hope when Laura was there, so we couldn't offer that program to her. So you hear with not having the structure. Now she's very successful. You're working, right?
I am working. I still do some personal history as self-employment and I work at a shelter for girls in Lee County, which I think I was prepared a lot by living at Sunlight Home. I think prepared me for what I'm doing now. So.
Well, we're excited, and I love her so much. All of these girls are like my daughters, of course, but my daughter is here today, and her daughter, Christy, she's not here. Oh, she's helping, of course. And then her daughter, Winnie, my granddaughter. Can you stand up, Winnie? So I'm very thrilled to have them. Laura, I love you. So you can see, now that's 17 years ago, 4 years ago. Now we want to remind you about Sandra and her 2 children. Last year she came and she explained her life at Sunlight Home. And now she's going to come and tell you what's going on now. And this is Noah. And you take it.
Hello everybody, my name is Sandra, and I came last year to a fashion show and I explained how I started there, how I was without hope. Everywhere I looked, I called places because I was pregnant and I had a toddler with me, Serenity, and nobody would take me because I had another child and I was over 30, so it was very difficult for me to find a place to stay. And when I called Miss Linda, she said, come on in, and I was so grateful, and I felt like I wanted to cry because, you know, she really opened up her heart, and she let me know that people believe in me, you all believe in me, so don't give up, do everything I have to do for my kids. And even last year, I finally made my divorce finalized because the father was abusive, and she held my hands the whole time, and she helped me. You know, now I'm still on my own 2 feet. I got a job, I work at the hospital. It's amazing.
So Sandra's been in the transition to hope for almost 2 years. So this is what the transition to hope can do for this little family and make it possible for her to be successful, because she didn't feel successful when she came. She was very, very broken. And we loved her, and she finished a class in medical billing and coding. She paid off all her debt. She has bought a car, 2017, a Nissan. She owes $1,000 on it, and that's it. And she's working at the hospital. All this would, you know, I feel bad for the girls that we didn't have the transition for, because they had to go out and struggle more. And this has been a wonderful, wonderful thing. We do Dave Ramsey, and she takes it very seriously. So we're really happy about your support, because you make all of this happen. You want to take him? I got that on. And so Serenity and Noah feel totally at home. You can see in the video how they just own the place. And Serenity thinks if it's mine, it's hers. And I love that. They came in the other night and I was able to hold them both and rock them. And I was like, what a great thing for them. What a great thing. One thing I can say about Sunlight Home, we love these women. Even if they don't want to be loved, we still love them. And a baby changes everything. When you think you are at the last point and you come to Sunlight, it's going to change your world. And thank you guys for supporting us. And on your table are programs, and in it is an envelope. And if you want to support us today, we have credit card angels that are willing to come around, and you can use your credit card, or you can use the envelope for a check or cash. And you are making this home possible. Without you, we could not do it. This home has been there for 25 years. I've lived there 17, so these poor girls have to deal with me day and night. And sometimes I don't want to do that. So praise the Lord for our home. We encourage each one of you to come and visit, because you are making the home possible. And also, I want to let you know that Bonita Boat Center some of you have already bought a ticket for the boat. You guys are making it possible for them they donated this boat, and they have already raised over $8,000 for Sunlight Home, and every dime that you buy a drawing for goes directly to Sunlight Home, and they will draw on April 13th someone's ticket to win the boat. Thank you, Bonita Boat Center, and each one of you. The boat tickets are outside. If you're interested in the boat ticket, we'll bring them around. Just hold your hand up. So I think we're going to serve lunch now, so you ladies enjoy. Thank you so much.
Our next group is from Mainstream Boutique. Their shops are at Vanderbilt Galleria for 2 years. It's a mother and daughter who own Mainstream Boutique. They have sizes 0 to 3X, and they are really multi-generational style. And we would like to welcome Cindy. Cindy's one of the owners of Mainstream Boutique, and her first outfit of the day is a beautiful yellow cotton top by Charlie B with a pair of our white Liverpool pull-on jeans. These pull-on jeans are made to be comfortable but still have that look of denim without the bulk of a zipper and a button. Total outfit cost is $145, and you look fantastic. Karen is our next model from Mainstream Boutique, and her first look is a floral print dress by Papillon. The dress is very lightweight and perfect for the Florida heat. The cost of this dress is only $76. Lovely. Lovely Karen. Cindy from Mainstream Boutique, in her first look of the day, is wearing our Charlie B floral denim tank top paired with our cut from the cloth denim with a high-low hem. And the total outfit cost is $187. Beautiful. That looks so comfortable. Is it comfortable, Cindy? Yes, she says it is. Looks great. Rosemary. Rosemary is modeling a blue and white striped knit top from Dex, paired with our Liverpool crop white jeans and gold button detail. This is the perfect outfit designed for comfort while enjoying the day in beautiful Naples. The total cost for this outfit is $161. Beautiful. Our next store is Arthur and Evelyn. It's located in the Promenade of Bonita, but it has 10 locations throughout Florida. Has everything from casual to cocktail. Our first model is Margaret. Margaret's wearing a Nick and Zoe bell-sleeve knitted sweater in beautiful summer tones paired with a Nick and Zoe full-length linen pant in oatmeal. Accessories are an acrylic ring necklace with tassels, and the bag is faux leather two-tone by Sandra Roberts. Rosie. Rosie has the top denim printed jean jacket in tones of purple and yellow. And we added a pop of color with a poppy orange tank and white Holland Avenue pants. I love that little jacket. These pants have a slimming waistband that make you look and feel 10 pounds slimmer. Sign us up. I love that. And Gary, it's sweater weather is back, and this is the perfect sweater to wear here in Florida. Pineapple Delight is all embroidered by Lisa Todd. It's paired with fun, bold, printed pants and Patricia Luca handbag in the color turquoise. That's so adorable. I love it. Our next store is Caves on the Beach. Caves on the Beach has 5 locations. Marco, 5th Avenue South, Neapolitan Way, the North Trail, and the Promenade in Bonita Springs. And Carol Ann is our first model. And she's wearing a little sheet by London Times. Now, this little sheet looks extremely comfortable. It's in the kind of material that you can throw in the suitcase and pull it out without a problem in the world. It's great for traveling. It's great for cocktails. It might be nice for a wedding. This is a multi-purpose dress. Love it. Kay is wearing a sheet dress by London Times in a beautiful black and white polka dot with such a groovy hat. I love the hat. It's great. Beautiful. Stretch your stuff there, Kay. Nitra. Nitra is in all blue in Joseph Ribkoff tunic with white, crazy Larry pants. And the thing I love about this top that Nitra's wearing is that it looks so comfortable. Is it comfortable, Nitra? Yes, yes. Very comfortable. Beautiful top. Now we have Denise. Denise is wearing a striped Joseph Ribkoff top with Joseph Ribkoff slacks. And that's a beautiful outfit that has multi-purposes as well. Could be great for dinner out, could be great for cocktails, could be great for an afternoon wedding if you wanted to wear. And I like the slit in the back of your pants. Take a look at that. You see that slit in the back of your pants? Awesome. Thank you, Denise. Now I'm going to turn this back over to Dolores because she's got a raffle for us.
We're not going to do the raffle just yet. What I'd like to do is bring your attention to these little yellow sheets that you have in your mug. It's a sip and shop day at J. McLaughlin at both of their stores. And 15% of the benefits of the shopping done tomorrow will come to Sunlight Home. Last year they did the same thing for us, and we received over $2,000. So enjoy your shopping there tomorrow. They'll have little things to drink and eat. Also, if anyone still needs tickets, there are girls here with baskets of raffle tickets. The next break, we will start the raffle, okay? Okay, one more thing we're going to do. Look, everyone look on the bottom of your mug. We're going to give the centerpiece to the person that has a little red dot on the bottom of their mug. Okay? So don't forget to pick it up when you leave. Thank you.
All right, are you ready for some more fashions? Let's see some more fashions from All About April. All About April, let's look at Avery. Avery is wearing the dress with a twirl of pruned patamini with matching denim jacket, which is perfect for any occasion. The light, breathable fabric and bright pattern makes this the perfect dress for those Florida sunshine-filled days. And Avery has paired this with a beautiful black patent purse. She is styling. Janella. Janella is a beautiful outfit by Patamini with beautiful blue floral print matching top. The front and the back of the top both have detailed flowers to make the perfect daytime legging outfit. Janella, you just look beautiful. I want that top. That's so pretty. And Cece. Is Cece ready for us? Hi, Cece. Come on up. Cece is another special piece. A dress from Cotton Kids with a mermaid sewn on the front. And it has a tail that you can actually feel. It's a pretty light blue to resemble water. And this is an outfit that's very hard to forget. Just like Cece, it's an outfit that's hard to forget, and she's hard to forget. So adorable. And we're ready for mainstream boutique once again. Cindy is wearing a beautiful zipper dress by Ariella with a white denim jacket by Liverpool Jeans. Main Street Boutique carries many of these zipper dresses in multiple prints throughout the year. These dresses all make the perfect swimsuit cover-ups, and they dry very quickly. The total cost is $147. Karen is back with her second look of the day, and she's wearing a printed silk dress by Charlie B. This dress is perfect for any spring shower or wedding she may have coming up, but it can also be dressed down by adding a white denim jacket to it, just like the one she's carrying over her shoulder. And the total outfit cost is $194. And we love that look. Here's Cindy. Cindy's with her second look of the day. Cindy's wearing our Clara Sunroof cold shoulder top in a beautiful yellow and blue print with a terrific pair of high-low Liverpool jeans in white. I love that top. And the total outfit cost is $187. Beautiful. Welcome back, Rosemary. Rosemary's second outfit is a beautiful aqua dress from Gray Violet, paired with one-size draped cardigan from Milan. This dress is so comfortable and so lightweight. You can wear it to the pool, then we put that together for happy hour later in the afternoon. And the total outfit cost is $126. Now we're ready for some things from Arthur and Evelyn again. And Margaret. Margaret is wearing a beach designer sweater by Lisa Todd. It's pale pink with nice orange detail in the back. The sweater also comes in lime green and pale blue. It's paired with the best fitting pants by Lizette, and I will testify that those pants by Lizette can't be beat. They're just phenomenal. Ankle flower print is great to go into the summer. Her necklace is Watagua. It's made of nuts from the rainforest and an Alex tote with nice detail on the front and the back. Rosie. Rosie is wearing a fun Parker Smith jean in white with embroidered detail of a woman and a dog. Attention all dog lovers. She has it paired with a shorter striped sweater by Planet and a fun asymmetrical jacket by Planet as well. The jacket is nylon and it's weather resistant. Paired with an OCD necklace made of rubber and gray beads. She is carrying a nice sized pocket purse that of course says, "Love my dog." So cute. Gary. Gary's a new Habitat for Humanity adopt linen dress. Pale denim blue color, and also this dress comes in black. She's paired with a soft green necklace in blues and a pop of orange pashmina. Now here's the interesting thing you should note. Evelyn and Arthur is selling orange pashminas this month, and all the proceeds go to fight breast cancer. I love that. Thank you. Kay's on the beach. Carol Ann is in a beautiful dress by Joseph Redkoff, and it has flowers in the front and in fact flowers everywhere. That's the most flowered dress I've seen today. But it's very figure flattering with a little bit of ruching, high neck, and it's the kind of dress you can wear for a lot of different occasions. But we really love Joseph Redkoff. Great designer. Kay's in a Valentina dress, and it's beautiful. It's flowered in red, and I think it was like palm branches or something. I haven't decided what that is, but it's red and pink and green and black, and very comfortable, I would imagine. And the necklace is lovely. It's a nice accent, and many people are wearing the long necklaces with their dresses today. This is Mitra, and she's in Joseph group called Navy striped top and pants. And this is really a cool jacket because it's full in the back, has a nice swing to it, so it's flattering on all figure types. Beautiful. This is Kay's on the beach. Kay's on the beach. These are all Kay's on the beach. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear to you. Beautiful outfit. And this is Denise. Denise is in a white strapless jumpsuit from Joseph Gripcock with kind of a starry overlay. Beautiful, stunning outfit. Love this. And it moves so well as she walks. You just want to watch her walking back because it's just so beautiful. It's like wearable art. It's great. Thank you. Doris, we're back to you with a wrap-up.
All right, we're ready for the raffle. Now, have the girls with the baskets put all the sold tickets to Pat here? Did they get tickets? Huh? I think we have all the tickets. So, the first prize is going to be the third prize, which is $300, right? Okay. Let's mix them up really good. Ashley Braley. I think she was one of our credit card angels. Is she here? Ashley Braley. Okay, come on up. And then we'll do the $500 prize. Okay, John and Barbara Callan. They deserve this, believe me. Okay, we'll go back to the show, and the next one will be the big one.
Okay. Now we're on to our third set. Are you ready for some more beautiful fashions? All right. Let's look at those gorgeous children again on All About April. So we're going to start with Avery. Avery. This next look is Habitual Girl. The structured sleeve and blue shorts give this outfit a polished look that young girls love, and some adults wish came in their size. I wish it came in mine. It's cute for dinner after a long boating or a beach day, and Avery has paired it with a gold purse. So beautiful. Janella is wearing another departure dress, a piece. It's too cute to pass up. It's a signature dressy dress, checkered in black and white, with a pop of yellow on the collar. And she also has a pop of yellow in her hair. And waist and pink and yellow sparkly buttons in the front. A perfect blend of unique and peppy match to the black furry backpack. And now little adorable Cece's back. Cece's wearing a new hairdo. She's known for huge and edgy prints and colors that are hard to not notice. Like it's a black and white ensemble. This checkered top with black, pink, and yellow rhinestones to highlight the emblem. Paired with polka dot black and white ribbons and printed ribbons. This girl has style, man. She's got style. It's perfect for a family night out, and it's paired with a cute, sparkly purse. Cece, you rock. You're awesome. Mainstream boutique. Cindy's wearing her final look. She's wearing a black and white printed dress by Ara with our Clarisson liquid leather jacket in black. And these jackets are designed to look like leather, but they offer stretch and comfort that typical leather jackets don't offer. They're also a much lightweight jacket, and the total outfit cost is $233. Karen is back with her final look of the day. And this look is featuring Clarisson blue. Clarisson blue offers comfortable pieces all made out of her signature wrinkle-free fabric, great for travel. Today, Karen is wearing a taupe and black palazzo pant with a basic Nicky-Bicky tank top and Clarisson liquid leather jacket and camel color. The total outfit cost is $279. And Cindy's back for the final time today. And she's wearing a geometric print dress by T.H.M.L. paired with our Clarisson liquid leather jacket in cobalt blue. These jackets are the perfect weight for Florida winters, or to bring back up north for the summer evenings. But the total outfit cost is $242. Beautiful outfit. And the last is Rosemary. This is her final look, is by Clarisson blue. And all Clarisson blue fabric is wrinkle-free and perfect for travel. And this look showcases our side-tie navy top with Aztec printed textured palazzo pants. Very cool. The total outfit is $168. And all of these great looks from mainstream boutique we love. Hello again to Arthur and Evelyn. This is Margaret. And Margaret's wearing a top linen tee in Lima cotton with fun flower detail on the top. The top also comes in 4 other colors, and it's paired with Lizette full-length pants in white. And again, those Lizette pants, if you don't own any, you might want to think about it because they're really massively comfortable. And you can wash them in the washing machine, you just don't dry them in the dryer, as I learned the hard way. Rosie is wearing a fun dinner outfit. Lisa Todd Cosmic Shine sweater with ombre sequin pattern. And she has it paired with Lizette jeans with a fun pearl detail at the bottom. And these jeans come in black denim as well as the blue denim. I love the detail around the ankle. Isn't that cute? So cute. Her accessories are a chocolate pendant with stones and a white mini handbag. Gary's back. Her new Lauren Vidal blouse in white with black stripes has a few sequins to make it the perfect date night outfit. We still go on dates, don't we? Yeah. Paired with the new Lizette Rila fabric, super soft, super stretchy pants. That sounds like something I'd like to wear. Small black handbag and rubber and acrylic necklace pulls the entire outfit together. Thank you, Gary. And Kay's on the beach. This is Carol Ann in a fabulous, beautiful Nicole Baltimore dress, which is just breathtaking. Is that just stunning? Wow, what a dress. Carol Ann, you look fantastic. Wow, that's really gorgeous. Smashing dress. Kay, okay, look at you. Kay's in a Joseph Ripkoff dress, and look at that dress. And that hat. She's a stunning girl. Joseph's Rip-Off has really comfortable clothes. They're stylish, but they're really comfortable at the same time, which is saying a lot. And I really took that hat. It's great. It's so great. Nitra. Nitra is in a beautiful barrett silver jacket and crazy Larry slack. And this jacket is something you would probably wear out in the evening if you want to go to dinner. Feel nice fun up. And I bet it's not too heavy. It's probably a good weight. Yes. So it's perfect for Florida. I love that. You're going to stand out in the crowd in that outfit in Nitra. For sure. Great. I love it. And our last model from Kings on the Beach Sports Stat 3 is Denise. And Denise is in a Joseph Rip-Off two-piece flowing top with gorgeous palazzo pants that match the flowing top. Stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. I want that. I'm coming to my case when the show's over. That's great. Thank you, Denise. I'm going to turn back over to Doris.
Well, I'm surely getting my exercise today up and down the stairs. Just once more, I'd like to remind you about Jay McLaughlin and the Sip and Shop Day tomorrow. And now, we shall do the $1,000 prize. Shall I take it from the bottom? Okay, those are the early birds, right? Let's see, Kristen Diaz Garcia. Is she here? I don't remember seeing that on the list. So if she's not here, you can give her a call and give her the good news. We have one more set, so don't leave yet.
Okay. We have one more set. This is our last set. Have you had a good time? Are you enjoying it? Have you picked out the outfit that you want to go buy when this is all over? I have. All right, we're going to start with All About April, and beautiful Avery is back again. And I need my glasses so I can see what she's wearing. Okay. Isabella and Chloe make beautiful pieces like this girly white dress. It's lightweight and dressy enough for dinner at the club or even a wedding. It's matched with a fluffy swan purse. And I just really got to touch that purse. That's great. It's so great. Janella, in contrast to her previous look, we have a delicate dress with a beautiful tulle skirt and a white eyelet design on the shoulders and on the back. And it features soft pink stripes and periwinkle flowers throughout. Aren't these pieces are just so lovely, aren't they? And they're different. You don't see them everywhere. They're very unique. And now we have beautiful Cece. And this is Cece's last time on the stage. And Cece's all dressed up in a pretty and delicate blue floral dress with pink seersucker ruffled neck, a scoop back, and pink seersucker belt. This one is from the Baby Boys, who specialize in classic boys and girls books. And it's perfect for special occasions, such as Easter. Thank you, Cece. Arthur and Evelyn. Where's my Arthur? There we go. This is Margaret, and Margaret's wearing a Nick and Zoe embossy base designer, which have beautiful clothing for day and for night. And she's in a sleeveless black dress with overlay in the front, paired with a short white linen cardi and a sparkling necklace of amber and rhinestones. And the bag is by Trisha Luca. Lovely. I just love that. It's a great necklace. Beautiful. Let's have a look at Rosie. Simply the best. She's wearing Simply the Best. She's a two-piece outfit by Simply, a sleeveless Aruba blue trapeze tip paired with black basic Simply pants. Simply is a line from Canada, and it's all washable and travels like a dream. And all the pieces that you see from Simply come in 20 different colors. Great investment pieces for traveling. Wonderful, and just for every day. Gary is also in Simply the Best, a two-piece outfit by Simply, new red poppy flutter sleeve top with a pearl accent. So cute. Paired with full-length white pearl detail. And she's also wearing a pearl necklace and a white embossed handbag. It's really lovely. And our last is Kay's on the Beach. Carol Ann is back with another spectacular dress. It's a long, elegant Nicole Badke. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This has sequins all around the bottom. Just the detail on this dress is just striking. Stunning. Lovely, lovely. Now we have Kay. Kay's in a Joseph Ripkoff two-piece bow pant ruffle top and fasten here. Hey, I don't think I've seen anybody ever look better in pants than you do. You got it going on, girl. Look at those pants with the slits up the sides with little bows. That's a stunning outfit. It's stunning. I love it. This is Nitra. Nitra is also in a Joseph Ripkoff navy cocktail dress with sequin detail. Beautiful. Looks very comfortable and elegant all at the same time. Beautiful. We love that. And I love her necklace that she put with it. It's very tasteful and elegant. And since she's got a little sequins around the bottom, it's good to keep it simpler in a necklace. And Denise. Denise is in a gorgeous long blue sequin gown. Now remember, we have a lot of fundraisers in Naples this time of the year, and some of them are very formal, and you can wear a dress like this. Absolutely gorgeous. Long sequin blue gown. Beautiful. This is Kay's on the Beach. It's lovely. Now we want to line up all of our models so everybody can come out for a final walk. As soon as Denise is done, we'll bring all of our models out and you can give them a big hand as they do their final walk down the runway. Here we go. Come on, girls. Let's go. All right, let's give them a big hand, okay? Thank you all our models today. It was beautiful. You did a great job. Everyone looked fantastic. The clothes were lovely. Thank you to Kay's on the Beach, Art and Evelyn, Mainstream Boutique, and All About April.
Well, that was a wonderful show, and we had a wonderful commentator, and I would like to give Tamara just a token of our appreciation. And I would also like to thank a few other people, specifically Tony Zallo, who is our professional photographer. And he does this as a ministry. So we're very grateful to him. And then, of course, there are all the merchants who donate to silent auction items, the participating shops and models, all of our advertisers, and all the folks, board members and volunteers who tirelessly help put this event together. And last but not least, our wonderful and generous supporters. So I hope you all had a good time and that you will come back again next year. And don't forget to take your centerpieces and check on your silent auction items. Bye-bye now.